Your focus has been on small business. What has been the impact on small and medium businesses over the last 10 years? How have you seen crowdfunding really impact that sector of the economy?
Well, there's two ways in which it's had an impact. So keep in mind that the Jobs Act passed in 2012, but it took 4 years for the SEC to come out with the regulations, particularly because the first chair after this passed, Chairwoman White, did not want the legislation to go into effect. And so she delayed. And so we had to wait for a new chair to come in to actually take over. So it took 4 years for the rules to come out. And when it came out, we thought this was going to be instrumental for startups and small businesses locally across the country. And we've seen that. But it's been fascinating to see a couple of things. One, so we built this database that collects information on all companies raising money online, particularly through regulation crowdfunding. It went live when the industry went live, and I'm publishing an annual report that's coming out the end of this month as well. So I can see what's happened with over 4,100 issuers across the United States, almost 5,000 offerings. There's been over $1 billion that has been invested. And we thought that, small businesses and Main Street ones would be some of the biggest beneficiaries. But when you look at the data, and it's fascinating because the data is like a magic ball. Like I sit and my team, and we sit in front of this, these offerings that come in every day. And we literally like, oh my gosh, we can see what the future is going to be like in 7 to 10 years. Because we see the seeds of all of these future companies that we're mostly going to be using as products and services down the road. These are all the future VC-funded companies that are getting their start now in equity crowdfunding. So it's been fascinating to see the small businesses, your Main Street type of retail businesses, leverage this as access to capital, particularly when it comes to the pandemic. The banks weren't financing. With the pandemic, it's become very hard for you as a small business to access traditional capital. So why not go to your customers? Well, this turns out to be a great way in order to do that. So this has solved the problem there. But with startups, what we're seeing is Silicon Valley is sort of disappearing in terms of its priority. You don't have to be there anymore to start a company that can get funded and then raise VC capital later on. So you're having all these great startups that are launching these businesses from Omaha to here in Colorado. Colorado is actually turning out to be a huge place for startups to raise money online. And it's just great to see the democratization of capital across the United States.